Where forests whisper under blankets of snow and the northern lights paint the sky in emerald and violet flames, lies a country unlike any other. A place where silence is golden, happiness is a lifestyle, and saunas are sacred temples of the soul. A land where lakes stretch endlessly, reindeer wander across highways, and the sun forgets to set for weeks. This is Finland. Join us as we dive into the 15 most bizarre and fascinating facts about this Nordic wonderland in today's travel documentary. Number 15. The happiest country on Earth. For 6 years in a row, Finland has held the title of the world's happiest nation, beating countries like Denmark, Switzerland, and Iceland. But what makes a country with such cold winters and endless darkness so joyful? The answer lies not in wealth or sunshine, but in lifestyle. Finns have mastered the art of contentment by focusing on balance, equality, and trust. Corruption is nearly non-existent, healthcare and education are free, and crime rates are among the lowest in the world. But beyond policy, happiness here comes from simplicity. A Finn doesn't need to chase luxury to feel fulfilled. Happiness can be found in sitting quietly by a lake, brewing a pot of strong coffee, or skiing through snowy forests with family. There's a Finnish word, sisu, meaning inner strength, resilience, and determination. This cultural backbone teaches Finns to endure hardships calmly, without complaint. Even in the harshest polar nights, they find reasons to smile. Through laughter in a sauna, a warm fire at home, or the anticipation of the summer's midnight sun. If you think happiness comes from simplicity, comment with the number 3. Number 14. The land of 188,000 lakes. Water is everywhere in Finland. With nearly 200,000 lakes, it is often called the land of 1,000 lakes, though that's a severe understatement. In summer, these shimmering blue expanses become playgrounds for swimmers, sailors, and fishermen. Whole families spend weekends at wooden cabins by the water, grilling sausages, picking berries, and listening to the haunting call of loons at dusk. In winter, the transformation is breathtaking. The lakes freeze into vast mirrors of ice. Villages build entire festivals on frozen surfaces, carving ice sculptures, racing cars, and setting up ice fishing huts where locals sit patiently for hours, sipping coffee as they wait for perch or pike to bite. Some even drill holes to create makeshift saunas by the shore, diving straight into the icy lake afterwards. It's not just nature, it's a way of life. Could you picture yourself living where every horizon ends with a lake? Comment with the number 9. Number 13. The Sauna Nation. Saunas are to Finns what temples are to monks, sacred, purifying, and deeply cultural. With 3.3 million saunas for just 5.5 million people, there are almost enough for every citizen to have one. Families, friends, even business partners gather in saunas to sweat, relax, and connect. In fact, many major political negotiations in Finland's history were held inside sauna walls, where the steam and heat melt away formalities. But the sauna ritual is more than just sitting in heat. Traditionally, Finns whip themselves gently with bundles of birch branches called vihta, releasing a fresh forest aroma and improving circulation. After sweating, they dash into icy lakes, roll in the snow, or even plunge into holes carved into frozen rivers. To outsiders, this may look like madness, but to Finns, the contrast between hot and cold is like a spiritual rebirth. Sauna is not just hygiene, it's meditation, therapy, and community in one. Would you dare to join a Finn in this fire and ice ritual? Comment with the number 7. Number 12. The midnight sun and polar night. In northern Finland, nature plays with time in ways that feel supernatural. For nearly 70 days each summer, the sun refuses to set. Imagine walking outside at 2 a.m. and seeing children cycling, fishermen casting nets, and people barbecuing as if it were afternoon. This endless day is known as the midnight sun, and it brings with it a burst of energy. Festivals, late-night swims, and adventures that never pause for darkness. But winter tells a different story. For nearly 2 months, the sun hardly rises, leaving Lapland in a state of kamos, or polar night. Yet, instead of despair, Finns embrace it. They fill their homes with candles, drink warm, spiced glöggi, and gather to watch the northern lights dance across the sky. It's a season for introspection, storytelling, and slowing down. Darkness becomes not a burden, but a gift. Could you survive months of endless night? Comment with the number 6. Number 11. Reindeer traffic jams. While most countries struggle with traffic from cars, in Lapland, Finland's northern wonderland, the real problem is reindeer. With over 200,000 reindeer roaming freely, it's common to find them blocking highways, wandering through villages, or even standing calmly outside supermarkets. Drivers slow down, honk lightly, and wait, because in Lapland, reindeer have the right of way. In winter, these animals are decorated with reflective collars so they can be spotted on dark roads, and in summer, tourists flock to see them pulling sleds in snowy forests, bringing the Santa Claus legend to life. Here, reindeer are not just animals, they're partners, cultural symbols, and part of Lapland's identity. Would you prefer a traffic jam made of reindeer instead of cars? Comment with the number 8.
Number 10. Education without pressure. In Finland, children don't start formal schooling until age 7, and yet, Finnish students consistently outperform peers worldwide. The secret? Less pressure, more freedom. There are no standardized tests until the end of high school, homework is minimal, and lessons are short. Teachers are highly trained and deeply respected, often holding master's degrees. But instead of pushing students with competition, they nurture curiosity and independence. Outdoor play is seen as essential to learning. Even in freezing weather, children spend recess outside, bundled up and running freely. Schools provide free meals, healthcare, and counseling, ensuring no child is left behind. As a result, education feels less like a burden and more like an adventure. If you think this model should be copied worldwide, comment with the number 1. Number 9. Coffee addicts of Europe. If you thought Italians or Americans consumed the most coffee, think again. Finland leads the world in coffee consumption, with an average of 4 cups per person every day. But it's not about fancy cappuccinos or caramel lattes. For Finns, it's simple, strong drip coffee, black, steaming, and often served with pulla, a sweet cardamom bun. Coffee breaks are so important in Finland that they're protected by workplace law. Offices schedule 2 daily coffeetauko breaks where workers gather, sip, and chat. Even weddings, funerals, and national events always include coffee. It's more than a drink. It's a social glue that keeps Finns connected. Could you handle Finland's coffee culture? Comment with the number 2. Number 8. The silence capital of the world. Silence in Finland is not awkward, it's respected. Walk into a bus in Helsinki and you'll notice something unusual. People rarely talk. In rural Finland, you can walk for hours in vast forests or along frozen lakes without hearing another human sound. For Finns, silence is not emptiness. It's peace. It's clarity. It's power. There's even a marketing slogan once used to promote Finnish tourism. Silence, please. We have plenty of it. To outsiders, this might feel cold, but to Finns, silence is golden. And when they finally do speak, their words carry weight and honesty. Could you live in a country where silence is sacred? Comment with the number 5. Number 7. Santa Claus's real home. Forget the North Pole. The real Santa lives in Finland. In Rovaniemi, the official hometown of Santa Claus, visitors can meet him every day of the year. His village has reindeer, elves, Christmas markets, and even a special post office where over 500,000 letters from children worldwide arrive each year. During winter, the town transforms into a glowing fairy tale of snow, lights, and carols. Children's eyes widen as they step into Santa's office, while adults rediscover their childhood wonder. Whether you believe in him or not, Rovaniemi makes Christmas feel real again. Would you visit Santa's true home? Comment with the number 10. Number 6. The mobile gaming empire. From Angry Birds to Clash of Clans, Finland is behind some of the world's most addictive mobile games. Small Finnish companies like Supercell and Rovio grew into billion-dollar empires, exporting digital fun to the entire planet. In fact, Supercell, the creator of Clash of Clans, became one of the most profitable gaming companies in history, despite having fewer than 400 employees. Why here? Some say it's the long winters and endless nights that push Finns indoors, fueling creativity and innovation. Whatever the reason, Finland proves that even from the silence of the Arctic, global phenomena can be born. Do you play any Finnish-made games? Comment with the number 4. Number 5. Ice swimming for health. In Finland, cutting a hole in frozen lakes and plunging into near-zero water is a national sport. Known as avantuanti, or winter swimming, this practice shocks the body but brings incredible benefits: boosted immunity, better blood circulation, and a rush of endorphins that leaves you smiling for hours. Usually, it's paired with a sauna. First, you sit in steaming heat until your skin burns, then you dash into the icy water. The contrast is so extreme that many describe it as being reborn. Some Finns swim every morning in winter, claiming it keeps them young and fights off depression. Would you dare to take the plunge? Comment with the number 11. Number 4. The land of heavy metal. Finland may be quiet in daily life, but its music scene is loud, very loud. With the most heavy metal bands per capita in the world, Finland is considered the global capital of metal. Bands like Nightwish, Children of Bodom, and Him achieved international fame, blending dark melodies with Nordic myths. Heavy metal festivals here draw tens of thousands, sometimes even families with children headbanging under the northern lights. For Finns, heavy metal is not rebellion, it's expression. It's their way of channeling deep emotions in a society where silence is common. Would you attend a heavy metal concert in Finland? Comment with the number 12.
Number 3. The Wife Carrying Championship. Every July, the small town of Sankakarvi hosts one of the world's strangest sports, the Wife Carrying World Championship. Men race across obstacle courses, carrying women on their backs, often upside down with legs wrapped around the carrier's shoulders. The prize? The woman's weight in beer. This bizarre tradition began in the 19th century, inspired by tales of a thief who carried women on his back while escaping. Today, it attracts competitors from around the globe, turning into a hilarious, muddy, and unforgettable spectacle. Would you join this unusual race? Comment with the number 13. Number 2. Free access to nature. In Finland, nature belongs to everyone. Known as every man's right, the law allows people to roam freely across forests, lakes, and even private lands as long as they respect the environment. You can camp almost anywhere, pick berries, forage mushrooms, and fish without needing permission. This deep bond with nature is part of Finnish identity. For families, weekends often mean escaping to forest cabins, cooking over open fires, and breathing in fresh, pine-scented air. For travelers, it means total freedom to explore one of the world's last unspoiled wildernesses. Would you love this kind of freedom? Comment with the number 15. Number 1. A nation of introverts with the warmest hearts. At first, Finns may appear distant. They don't smile at strangers, they prefer personal space, and small talk is rare. But once you break through their shell, you'll find loyalty, kindness, and honesty like nowhere else. A Finn won't flatter you, but they'll show up when you need them most. They won't talk much, but they'll share silence with you in a way that feels comforting, not awkward. Their warmth is shown in actions, inviting you into a sauna, serving you homemade rye bread, guiding you safely through snowy forests. In a world filled with noise, Finland proves that sincerity and silence can build the strongest friendships. If you'd like to visit this magical land of lakes, forests, and northern lights, comment with the number 14. We've just uncovered 15 fascinating and bizarre facts about Finland together. Hopefully, this gave you a deeper perspective on the happiest country in the world. Don't forget to follow our channel, like, and share this video to support us. See you in the next one.